The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Beige, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Sign on the wrong. Now ready.
Happy
Valentine's Day!
I'm as bad as Biden. I said Happy New Year. Oh, my
Happy
God.
Valentine's Day, everybody.
Oh, I think at 83 you start to lose a little bit. I got to watch that.
Hey, you guys,
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
We have a very fun show for you guys today. We have Roslyn coming on the show, singer, actress. She should be a lot of fun. And then we have Lucky Harmon coming on, and he's been somebody who I've been friends with in social media for many years, but we've never actually met, so we'll see how it goes. But he's a Grammy-nominated singer, and he's an actor who's been in a lot of great films, so it should be a lot of fun. We got a few people starting to show up in the chat room. Let's say hi to the chat room. Hey, they said they love the balloons.
Well, that was my daughter Deirdre is so involved with every holiday. We got balloons, and she bought all those balloons for us. We were supposed to have a Valentine's dinner tonight with the family, but Jimmy and I are going to my dear friend Stan Zimmerman's book signing. So we've postponed our Valentine's dinner till Friday night. We do that. We're corny. We're a corny family. What can I tell you?
Absolutely, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, yes, we're going to go see Stan Zimmerman tonight.
Yeah, Stan Zimmerman has written a fabulous book about, because he wrote for the Golden Girls, and he wrote about what it was like writing for the Golden Girls, and he talks all about the Golden Girls. So it's a book I would strongly suggest that you buy. And also the other book that I'm crazy about is Julianne Schlossberg's book. Well, what is the title? Forgive me.
I forgot.
Oh, I forgot the title. Shit. But anyway, it's I love Julianne. And the book is fabulous because it's like my life story. Instead of being in the Bronx, I'm from Brooklyn. And my guest today is from Brooklyn. And I cannot wait to talk to her because she has to know what a mellow roll is. Okay? And what else? And the Charleroos and the Loews Theater in Flatbush. So it's going to be a wonderful memory lane interview with the fabulous, terrific Rosala, I have to call her. She's my Rosala.
So, Claudia says it's called Try Not to Hold It Against Me.
Try Not to Hold It Against Me by Julianne Schlossberg, my dear friend. It's a wonderful trip from 1942 to today. I love Brooklyn. I love my past. I love talking about it. And I love going back to Brooklyn because it's got the best bagels and Bialys. You can't get Bialys in California. They didn't even know what it is. I went to a store one day. I said, "You have Bialys?" He said, "Don't talk dirty."
They didn't even know what it was.
No, they said,
when I went to the
guy
deli,
said, "Don't talk dirty."
I got him fresh bagels at the deli yesterday, but they didn't know what it was.
They think that Bialys is another word for balls, a man's balls. Bialys. I mean, really, in California is absolutely nothing like New York. And I'm going to talk to Rosala about it.
Anyway, you guys. So
where is she? She's so
no, it's not supposed to be here yet. She's not supposed to be here. Till
she's such a beautiful girl. Oh,
woman.
No, girl. Because are you going to direct me and correct me?
Now we get in trouble when you call older people girls.
No. I'm talking about girl because I was segueing into videos of her as a girl performing. and growing into the woman she is today. But of course, you got to be big mouth.
Well, I saw her.
And you got to right away jump the gun
I
because
saw
you
her
think
as
who
a teenager.
you are. You saw nothing.
I saw her as a
What do you
teenager.
know?
I
What
saw
do
her
you
as a
know?
teenager on the Ed Sullivan Show,
Take a
and she was
walk.
super cute.
Take a walk. What do you
So it was fun.
What do you know?
Yes, I'll send Stan love, you guys. Don't worry. We'll say Stan.
What?
We'll let Stan know all you guys said hello.
Stan Zimmerman,
Yes.
best guy in the world. Love him. I'm friends with him over 30 years, 25 years, and he's never screwed us over. He's a great guy. He is just he's a mensch. If you know what mensch means, if not, look it up in the Yiddish dictionary.
Actually, they're saying they like my red shirt, and you guys, this is actually a pink shirt, but the color on here shows up red,
Right.
which makes me happy because I didn't have a red shirt.
It matches his lipstick and eyeshadow.
Yeah. But in the meantime, so we want to thank everybody who's been tuning into the show.
Wait, what did you get me for Valentine's Day, husband?
You'll see later. We're not going to see till Friday now.
I'm not going to see it till Friday?
Yeah.
Does it sparkle?
No.
Doesn't sparkle?
No.
Not interested.
Yeah. In the meantime, you guys, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. You guys, we're number 18 on iTunes in the United States. We've also are in the top 100 in Great Britain. Actually, we're number 8 in Great Britain. Germany, France, Spain, India, Colombia, Indonesia, Algeria, and for the first time ever, we charted in Canada. Number 57, I think, in Canada. So it's pretty cool to be charting in 10 countries at the same time with our show.
We're just bigger than big. I mean, you know what makes our show
they want us
so...
to smile together, too.
Again with the smile. Wait, let me fix my shirt. I never should have worn this shirt. Too much cleavage.
There we go. Let's see. Hang on. Oh. My hair's all wild because I'm going bald. All right, you guys. So hopefully she got shots.
It. I look like crap in all of them anyway.
That's funny.
So take one of the
shots. You never look like crap.
I really couldn't care less. I'll be 84 soon. Do I give a crap? I'm lucky I'm breathing. I'm happy I'm breathing. You know, I had good looks all my life. You can't push it. You got to get ugly and old at some point.
No, you never get old.
Yeah, no, I'll never get old.
And you never get ugly.
Well, not as long as there's a doctor around with a good knife.
Yeah. You guys, he hasn't been under the knife.
No, but I'd like to get a facelift because, you know, I think there comes a time, if you're in show business, listen, Jane Russell, my best friend, my buddy, my love bug, was gray-haired. And if you saw the interview I did with her on my show, Set the Record Straight, I said, Jane, nobody wants to see you with gray hair. Because you don't look like Jane Russell. You look like Jane Russell's grandmother. You have to dye your hair. So Jane listened, and she dyed her hair. And the minute she dyed her hair, I mean, she's had work done on her face. She had threads and stuff. That didn't show with the gray hair. But with the dark hair, she suddenly became 50 years old. And she was, I gave her 80th birthday cake, and she died at 89. So it was 9 years that I was with her. And she was a firm believer in looking good at any age, as is Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren says the same thing. She said, you could be beautiful 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And I just looked and said, I don't think so, honey. I mean, Sophia's almost 90 now. She doesn't even look like herself. But she's happy because it's not important to look beautiful forever. It's important to look beautiful from the inside out, and I agree with that. I know a lot of Joan Collins is trying so hard to look young, and she's starting to look like a clown of herself. It's terrible. You got to go with the flow. Anyway, what am I bullshitting about?
Go with your.
I go on and on and on and on.
I don't know.
Where is my guest?
No,
I'm so excited.
She'll be coming on
my
soon.
Brooklyn girl. She's a Brooklyn girl.
So anyway, you guys.
Nothing better than a Jew from Brooklyn. I got to tell you that because the best people that came out of Brooklyn were Jews and Italians.
Anyway, you guys, so we want to tell you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. We will love it if everybody listens on Apple Podcasts because that helps us in a great way. So listen to us on Apple Podcasts. We're also on iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Prime. And also, in the next few weeks, we'll be streaming You'll be able to see us on YouTube, and after we do the shows, you'll also be able to see us on Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. So we'll be on Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. So we're adding 3 more television outlets to the show, and it'll be coming up soon. So it should be a lot of fun because then you can pretty much see us anywhere you go. Just Google us. It'll be on every site on the planet. We'll be on like almost 200 sites.
Oh, because you vomit?
No,
I mean, that's a lot of stuff. What about the thing you told me that I didn't understand last night in bed? You said to me that, I forgot what it is you said, but you said to me something about all these fabulous shows are like a little bit behind us.
No, a little ahead of us. So TCM, we watch TCM, Turner Classic Movies, a lot. They have a podcast, and they're actually beating us right now. They're number 13, and we're number 18. So Ben Mankiewicz and his crew are ahead of us, but we're ahead of Jon Stewart. And Jon Stewart's, pretty big, and he's got a late night television show that just came back, and he's like David Letterman.
But I'm sure Rosalind's going to agree with me when I say to her, Rosie, 30 years ago, we didn't have all this nonsense of competition. All we had was, can she sing? Yes, she can. She's wonderful. That's all we needed. We didn't need numbers and who's better than who. We didn't go for that crap. Because I got to tell you something about, let me fill you in about Brooklyn. Brooklyn, for some reason, we all grew up with the same mentality. And that mentality was, don't show off, don't brag, and don't bullshit me. Be a straight shooter, be honest, be a regular guy, be a good Joe. And if I have a flat, come out and help me fix my flat tire. And that's what we were from in Brooklyn. And Rosalind is going to agree with me on this. We were never pretentious people, because if you put on airs in Brooklyn and walked around like who the hell you are, somebody would say to you, knock it off, Toots. What are you, a jerk? What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Get real. Why am I talking about that? I think I've gone mad.
I don't know.
I think
you like to just like go off on.
I get so we've had so many guests on, major big stars from Brooklyn. My best friend in the world was Shelley Winters, who I love, which we will talk about later. Brooklyn. Lauren Bacall, who I loved, was the nicest lady in the world. Brooklyn. And now we're going to have this beautiful girl. She's so beautiful. I'll explain when she comes on. I don't want to talk to a blank wall. All right. When is she coming? Where is she?
She's coming on at 12:15. It's not 12:15 yet. Normally, you want to talk about what we did over the weekend and all the different.
Over the weekend, I am dying from a sinus attack. For some reason, my daughter has it also. So many people now are suffering from sinus. We are dizzy. Our noses are stuffed. We don't feel well. I've been in bed since Saturday. I got up
Friday.
I got up today to do this show. Now, if we didn't have Rosalind, that's
her name.
I'm getting to be like, who. Rosalind, if Rosalind wasn't coming on, I would have said to Jimmy, do a rerun, put one of our old shows on. But it's an interesting interview that I'm going to do, because I have to skirt around the issue of who her sister is. I watched a lot of her interviews while I was in bed, and I saw how stressed the interviewers were by not mentioning her sister. Because if you interview Rosalind Kind, you automatically go to Barbra Streisand. And it's not Barbra Streisand's interview. It's Rosalind's interview. And it's got to be kept Rosalind's interview. So I laid in bed blowing my nose, suffering, saying to myself, how am I going to handle this? How can I possibly talk to her when her sister is the greatest star in the world? She's international. I mean, it's not like her sister
she's here, so we're ready.
Yeah, well, her sister's not Julie London, who I knew, who could sing a little song. These girls can sing.
So let's go. You ready?
I'm ready. Are you serious?
All right, let's bring her on, and then we'll make sure we can hear her, and we'll introduce her.
Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
We're fantastic. All right, I'm gonna hang up.
I gotta say, you are so beautiful that if I was straight, I would ask you out. I swear to God, Rosalind, I fall in love with your face. You are absolutely.
Wait, I'm going to do it at the intro.
I got excited.
I know, but for the show. All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly beautiful and talented Roslyn Kind. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys. Lovely to be here with you.
So it's so fun. So first of all, this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Ron Russell, who's also my husband, since he just told you.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm his husband until I see what I get for Valentine's. I asked him, I said, does it sparkle? He said, no. I said, who needs it? Who needs it if it doesn't sparkle, right?
So we have a chat room, too, filled with people. And so just say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody in the chat room. Welcome. Yay. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Happy VD.
Okay, I got to give you a little lecture. Well, here's the lecture. Everybody that comes on our show, we're told, make believe you're in Red Hook, Brooklyn, in the projects, and we're having coffee and Entenmann's crumb cake and coffee. And that's what our show is about. No pretension here, no bullshit. This is a real Yenta show. It's a down to earth show.
She says she can be a Yenta.
I know you are a Yenta. You know what? You're not even a Yenta. You're a Yakna. You're the queen of the Yenta. Listen, darling, you can talk, and I loved it because I said to Jimmy, I wonder if she's going to be a good guest, or I'm going to have to bend things out of her. Meanwhile, you ask her a question, she goes on for days. And she's so interesting because there's so much of you that's me. I'm spiritual. I believe in aliens. I'm a rescue with dogs.
We have 3 rescue dogs.
We have so much in common. And I believe that everybody
we're gay, so AIDS is a big thing for us.
Right. And I believe that
You mean that I'm older, so you like me better because I'm older?
And that's what I love. Your laughter. You laugh in every interview, and that laugh just lights me up. I think I have a crush on you.
Could that make your husband jealous?
I'm okay. If you were a guy, I would be upset. But since you're not, I'm okay.
But as I said, Jane Russell was my best friend, and I had a crush on her for 20 years. So I guess I have a little bit of bi in me, maybe. I don't know. But look at that smile. You got the best smile. And I love your giggle, and I love the way you go. Now, I have to say something quickly. I have 2 daughters. They call me on the telephone. They trick me. I don't know who's who. They sound identical. And they play games with me. So when people say Rosalind sounds like Barbara, I say, yeah, because they're sisters. Hello. Exactly. The genes are there.
The gene pool.
It's a gene pool. How could you not sound like your sister when you have a sister? So big deal. She's a big star. So what? I mean, what?
Well, I know is that for some reason people make a big thing out of it because one is really famous and the other one's the little guy coming up here. But
wait a minute. I'm going to say
genes. It's I can't help my genes and I can't deny them.
I have been.
Wait, I'm going to say something that Barbara is going to she'll kill me. She's going to hate my guts for what I'm going to say. She doesn't know you
anyway, so it's okay.
You know what? The Queen's talk. Shit gets back there. If Barbara Streisand had your looks, she never would have gotten Funny Girl. Because Funny Girl was about a homely woman who was, what's her face? The comedian.
Yeah, Fanny Bryce.
With the big nose. I went through Barbara's days because I'm 83 years old. So I know. I remember the press. She's homely. She got a big nose. She needs a nose job. That poor girl went through such hell.
Yeah, she was torn apart. My mother used to write letters to some of the guys in the papers that criticized, said her eyes came together. And my mother would write letters and sign it, fans of Barbara Streisand. You know that?
You know what? But I must tell you.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I happen to think my sister's gorgeous. So, I mean,
you got the beauty.
Even Sophia Loren grew into her looks. Remember what she looked like when she was really young?
Ron's first movie was with Sophia Loren.
Right.
The first one he was
but
in.
Barbara grew into her beauty. I think now she's probably one of the most beautiful women in the world. I love to watch her. I love to look at her face. And you have the same thing with the hands, the femininity. You're very feminine girls, and I love feminine girls. I don't like these dykey broads that are tough.
I want to tell you,
a woman should be you, graceful, feminine.
We're going to be talking
enough about your sister.
We're going to be talking about your music and stuff in a little bit. But before that, I just want to say, so every week, we bring on 2 new guests, and we either watch whatever movies or TV shows they've been in. I always watch them, or I listen to the music. So I've actually been listening to your music and all the stuff you released over during COVID, and all the stuff that you've released, and I watched a bunch of your music videos and stuff. So all week I've been listening to your music, and you are phenomenal. You have a phenomenal voice. I love it. I love the way you carry the notes. I love the fact that it is just so incredibly beautiful. Because I have to be honest, I didn't exactly know who you were. I asked him. I said, "Do you know who Roslyn Kind is?" And he said, "Absolutely." And then I went and researched you.
Her mother lived across from me in the canal when I lived in Florida.
My mother never lived in Florida.
Somebody told me her house was across the canal, next to what?
My mother never lived in Florida.
Your mother never lived in Florida?
No, my cousins did.
You see how
my
people
brother is there now, but
everybody in my building used to say, Barbara Streisand's mother lives over there. What did I know? I come.
See how information gets to be alternative.
I love it.
Listen, I tell you, your husband was gorgeous.
Me when I was married?
Oh, was he handsome?
Yeah, he was He's not with us anymore.
I've been in bed
I'm
sick
sorry
for
about
days,
that.
so I've been watching all your videos. I knew Skippy Lowe very well.
Oh my God, I remember doing Skippy.
Screwy.
Actually, you were on it too.
Yeah, I was on the Skippy Lowe show. He interviewed me, and I thought I was going to die because the questions were so stupid. But I know Skippy. I knew him until he died. Every Thursday, we would go to this little place to eat in L.A. called the Silver Spoon. And Shelly court at the table. And I was one of the people that sat at Shelly's table. All right? Another Jew from Brooklyn. Yay! I love Shelly. Shelly was so old. Did you know her?
Shelly who?
Shelly Winters.
Oh, Shelly Winters. No, I never did meet her. I met Betty Davis, but I never met Shelly Winters.
She was from Brooklyn and is honest and is open.
Do you live in California or do you live in New York?
I've been in Los Angeles now since 1973.
Oh, wow. You've seen some changes.
That was one of my questions. My questions were, how do you live here? With a Brooklyn accent.
You take the girl out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of the girl.
And you know what? If I lose my accent, I go back to Brooklyn to get it back. 10 minutes, I'm back.
Yeah. It always gets worse when you're there.
But you know what bugs me here? Everybody said to me, where are you from in New York? I say I'm from Brooklyn. But Jimmy said, Ron, you get hired because you always play Italian Mafia.
So, is that what you play? You play Italian Mafia?
A lot of Italian Mafia cops and priests for some reason are his three.
All New York tough roles. Now, when you work, did they ever tell you knock off your accent, get rid of it?
No, really, I used to go out for roles that we were looking for somebody from Brooklyn. Sometimes I didn't get it. It's so weird. So sometimes they say you're too, When I did Ghost of a Chance, I was up for the leading role that Shelley Long got. And I got placed in there. They wrote a part for the second Banana, the Rhodotype Girlfriend, because they didn't want her to be so New York.
Oh, wow.
But in the end, she still had to have a New York thing and talk to her mother like, hey, Ma, shut up already. Which we know in Brooklyn, this is how people talk. And nobody takes offense to it. Oh, Ma. And Shelley, being a Midwesterner, didn't know how to say that. But it was my first time on television. So I would just listen to what the director's notes were the next day. And darn it, he didn't agree with everything I felt.
Oh, that's good.
The way they talk in California, if I ever spoke like a California with dog, water, if I spoke like that in Brooklyn, they'd beat me up right on Flatbush Avenue. Right on Flatbush Avenue, they'd knock the shit out of me all over the
Are
street.
you from Flatbush? You're from Flatbush too?
Oh, I'm from Red Hook Projects.
What is Red Hook Projects?
Red Hook is right next to where you were from. Were you ever been to?
When I was born, we were living in the Vanderveer Estates on Flatbush between Nostrand and Newkirk.
Well, I was born in Manhattan, Long Island College Hospital.
I was born at Brooklyn Hospital.
Okay. I was one town or two towns over from you.
Okay.
I used to go to Flatbush all the time to the movies.
Yeah. You go to the Loewy's Kings and the RKO Kenmore and the College Theater by Brooklyn College. The last stop on the IRT subway.
And what about the gorgeous, beautiful botanical gardens we had?
Oh, God, we have beautiful, yeah.
Oh, my God.
The Museum of Art there, the Brooklyn Museum. Yeah.
But when I used to go to the gardens, I used to make believe I was living in paradise because Red Hook Projects was rough.
Yeah.
Very rough place to live.
So also though you did an episode of The Nanny, which I bring up number one because we had both Fran Drescher and Charles Shaughnessy have been on the show,
and Renee,
and that's one of his favorite shows. And Renee's been on the show also.
And Renee,
I love them. They're all great people.
Renee, she's my buddy. I may be working with her in a film soon, and Fran also. They're working on it. I love Fran.
Yes, they're all so great. I had such a great time doing the show.
But I'm not going to kiss your shoes.
That's quite all right.
Forget about it. If we're here to have your shoes kissed, you ain't going to do it. I loved you in that show. You were so cute. And of course, the writers did a great job with it. And then you sang beautifully. So it was a fun show.
And that was a song that I was one of the writers of, too. It was my own song, The Light of Love.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you enjoyed that show, and I saw that from your video. On the Skippy Lowe show, you said something very interesting. You said, I only get my Brooklyn accent back when I get nervous or whatever. So you get nervous.
When you get anxious. Anxious, really.
Did you ever get nervous like the other one?
Who's the other one?
No, your sister.
What do you mean, before a show?
Yeah.
I get nervous till I hear my music, and I yawn a lot. I think yawning what makes you release that tension. I just automatically yawn for some reason before I go out on stage, and I do my affirmations to the man upstairs to help me spread his word of love and light to anybody in my audience that needs to hear it, because I feel like I'm a vessel with my music.
I believe you are too. I think that's true.
I have to take my hat off to you because you know what? To become who you are had to take a lot of work. Lainey Kazan, who's my very dear friend, so don't say a bad thing about her, because she doesn't like your sister and your sister don't like her.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Wait a minute.
Don't get in the middle of these things. I know Lainey.
No. Lainey said to me, Ron, when we were doing Funny Girl, I had to learn to sing deeper because I sounded like Barbara. And I didn't want to sound like Barbara. So Lainey had to train, and Lainey's got a wonderful voice. We must admit she's quite a singer. And she had to bring her voice down some. Did you try to alter your voice not to sound so much like your sister?
I cannot fight my genes. I will not fight my genes. I naturally take the lower end of the piano in my range where I can reach the high notes, depending on how you get there. But our mother was at the top of the piano. She was the soprano. Then came my sister, and then came me.
I love it. So I want to mention one other thing real quick, because then we're going to go into the music. But
I haven't heard your songs yet.
We're going to actually play. So I actually downloaded your video today, so we could play it for everybody. So that way we can talk about it. I've listened to it a whole bunch of times because I had the MP3 to listen to.
I watched so many interviews of you because I didn't know how I was going to handle you. And I said to
I was listening when I was back there, what you were saying. Like, crying out loud. I've been handling it all my life since I've been in this business.
No, because I didn't want my show to be like 9,000 interviews I watched of you. All those interviews, they asked the same questions. It was over, repetitive, repeat. I didn't want. We have a lot. We have 5 million people that watch this show
Weekly.
Okay, they want to know something new about you. They want to know: did you and Barbara share a bed together? Did
One
you?
time, yeah, when we were little.
When you?
When I was a baby.
How many bedrooms did you have? Did your mother?
When I was first born, it was a 2-bedroom apartment at Vanderveer Estates. My mother and my father had one. My brother had the bedroom, and was in the crib until I was old enough. And then my sister and I shared the sofa for many years till my brother left, and then she got the bedroom, and I was still on the sofa.
I love
But
it.
those days were sweet and wonderful. Did your mother cook?
Yeah, I mean, she made. My mother made great chicken soup. She made great stuffed cabbage and the cabbage soup. Elliot used to love her cabbage soup.
Now, did you set the table, take dishes away, wash dishes, or were you?
Yeah, I sometimes ironed. My sister and I sometimes cooked. We would go and bake cupcakes and stuff.
And you worked in a bakery.
I was part owner in a bakery.
Part owner, so you're an enterprising girl.
Yeah, when my then manager and his wife, we had a catering. We opened a side business in catering because she was an incredible cook. And from that, we got a partner, and we opened up the bakery. And so we had a daily business, and then people could hire, for parties.
Now, when your mother used to say to you, education, which we all knew education is the answer to success, and you should be a school teacher, what did you say?
Well, first of all, she didn't say necessarily a school teacher. Sometimes she said a secretary, so you have something to fall back on. But she was my mother was, because of her upbringing, the fear that she carried on from her parents, because she would have, I think maybe she would have gone for singing, but the parents said, no, she could have been an opera singer, our mother, and never went for it. And she just was very, very practical. And she had a hard life. She lost her first husband. She and my father separated, and I'm not going to go there. And she had children to raise. So looking at that and her experience, that's where she was coming from, protection.
Were they European?
Yes. They came from Russia. They all came from Russia, except some of them from the Austrian area.
They were not born here.
Not the grandparents, no.
But your mother and father were.
My father came from Russia. My father was born in 1893. I was a late in life child and the child of second marriages on both sides.
Okay, now another question. Your name is Kind.
Mm-hmm.
Why not Streisand?
What?
Your name is Kind,
Yes.
not Streisand.
Not Streisand. No.
Different fathers?
Different fathers.
I love it.
So
different father, same mother, the same womb. And you know that in the Jewish religion, the connected gesund is the mother.
Oh, definitely.
Right? So we had the same womb with a view. Different times, but we had it. And I always feel I really get insulted when people have to say half, because that's not how it is. It's not what you feel. And the bottom line is my belief and my thinking, where I come from, is that the mother, as if you're born to a Jewish mother and a non-Jewish father, you're automatically Jewish. If you're born to a Jewish father and a non-Jewish mother, you first have to go through ceremonies to become Jewish. Did you know that?
Yes.
I know that very well because my father's Italian and he was Jewish. So I know exactly what that's all about. But my father was a communist. He was socialist. Right. And he didn't believe in any religion at all. So my mother would sometimes want me to go to church. I was never communed or baptized, any of that stuff. I have no religion. Absolutely.
So would you call yourself an atheist?
No. In my later years, I chose to be Jewish. It was my choice.
Your choice.
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm very serious about it.
It's a good choice. And the bottom line is, the spirituality is the most important thing. The belief in something greater, the knowing of right from wrong, and wanting to come from love, because everything begins and ends with love. and if people don't understand that soon, we're in trouble, because the way the world is going today scares me to death.
Yeah.
And we have to, people that come from our hearts and come from the light, we have to bring that light back and get rid of this negativity so that people can love again, love and get to know each other and accept and be interested in the differences and love the similarities and share all facts of life.
Absolutely.
Because we all want the same thing.
Right.
We all want the same thing. We all want to be happy and healthy and live in peace.
Peace, that's the word. We all want peace. What's going on right now in Israel, and I have to bring it up, I wasn't going to, but I have to, is the most appalling thing that's ever happened to humanity, because the Jews, poor Jews, are going through it again.
Yeah.
We had it in the Second World War, the ovens, the killing, the horrible atrocities that were done to Jewish people.
Okay.
You know what I say, and I want to say it publicly. Everybody loves Jewish performers. They love Barbara. They love Roslyn. Oy vey is Mia. I love you, Roslyn. But she's a Jew. She's a Jew because I don't like. I'm not talking for me. I'm talking for people.
Oh, I know, but like they don't know. That didn't come across.
Well, I didn't mean me. I mean, no, it's like gay. I'm gay. People meet me and they say, "Oh, I have a lot of gay friends." I say, "Good for you. I got a lot of moron friends like you too." So that's. Oh, you're Jewish? Like the horns just came up. Look, can't you tell? This is the reason why I chose to be Jewish, because of the anti-Semitism. Mm-hmm. It is the most disgusting, revolting, hideous shit that ever hit the world. And what's going on right now, and the president is doing nothing about it, I'm very angry at him. I'm very angry at Washington. I'm very angry at Americans because they allowed Israel to be bombed. I have a lot of friends where their kids went to work in kibbutz, okay?
I have family too, that my family has gone, my great nieces and nephews, they've gone to Israel and spent months there teaching, and
good.
A lot of people that live there. But you know what? Everything has its good and its bad. Right now, I don't love the leadership in Israel.
Right.
I think that is part of the problem.
I
used to think, I don't want to get political, but I used to think Nancy was a great orator.
I sometimes have to, because if Barbara Streisand, who was one of the most famous people in the world, ever came forward, she could do so much good for humanity, because she's got millions and millions and millions of people throughout the world that adore her.
Like you.
Well, the bottom, I don't have as many millions.
No, okay. Maybe you're doing it now, though, with this new stuff that you're putting out, because it's
I'm going to bring that to you now, Ross. I would love it if you would do a song about Israel, about saving Israel. I think that's a very good thing you can do.
I'm definitely, I call myself a Jew, but a more aware Jew, because I'm also into the universal living, the universal light. When I used to have conversations with my rabbi, because I have experienced psychic phenomena and out of body, and he said, "Who am I to say, may he rest in peace, that you didn't and that doesn't happen?" You see, but he also, by the ultra conservative, was looked down upon. To me, he was more worldly.
Right.
We all, to get along, need to be more worldly and not in little sects. Because, the higher orthodoxy doesn't think somebody like me is a Jew, because I'm not like them. But I'm very much a Jew in my heart, and the way I feel about others, and the way I want to share love. And the temple I belonged at was like, the sanctuary was for all people. Everybody was welcome.
Which we can kind of like tie that into your new song. Oh, it's not.
Well, I feel, and I've had so many famous singers on our show. Even Johnny Mathis had agreed.
I love Johnny.
Oh, Johnny, I love. Yeah. 3 times I've been in his company, and 3 times it was heavenly. They all believe music belongs to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And through music, you can get a message out to everyone. And
music is healing. Music is the universal language.
If I had your voice, I'd be a drag queen. But if I had your voice, I'd be singing to tell these people who have been so wrongly injured that it will get better and help will come. And being Jewish is not a sin. I just feel so strongly about it. I honestly do. And I know the other one.
It's a difficult situation right now because I feel strongly about Israel too. I just don't like the leadership there. And I think he's making it a lot worse. I think that Biden is doing what he can. He's stuck in a hard place too with this.
Everybody is.
We're all stuck.
The bottom line is there are innocent children dying too. And you've got to look at all sides. You have to, and I have a bleeding heart. My heart is just tearing apart from all the global traumas going on in our lifetime. This shouldn't be happening. If everybody came from their heart and not greed and not power and not,
Yes.
if people came from the true place, we could have heaven here on earth. We'd have to wait to pass away.
So I agree 100%.
I so agree with you. 100%.
And I want to turn it into your song. So you did a mashup of two songs, The Look of Love and The Island. And I thought someplace I read it was, kind of like part of the theme of it all is, never give up on love. Or tell us a little bit about like the message of it all.
These are two songs that I've been doing. I did them separately for years in different concerts in my show. And then one time I was putting a show together. I decided to try doing them together to see if it would work because I love story songs. I love to tell a story. So I tried it and it worked so beautifully that I did it when I just used piano or trio. But I came the day I really said, I want to do more with this, but I need it fully orchestrated. And that came to be. And now we have the video. And basically I created a story. We created a story around the two songs. And that is that, number one, don't run away from love. You can still find it over 65. Don't deny it. Keep open. And also subliminally, because I had different people at different tables. And that was my idea, to say love is love is love.
I know. I love it. I saw the gay couple at one of the tables. I watched a video earlier today since it just came out. And
these things are very important to me. I want people to know that, love is where it's at. It's not at causing problems and chaos and surrogates. It's having a heart, for crying out loud, having compassion.
You have a gay nephew.
Yes.
Barbara's son. And Barbara in an interview said something that I loved her for. I wanted to hug and kiss her, but of course it was a tube. She said, whatever my son is, all I want him to be is happy.
Happy, exactly.
And those were.
I also had a gay cousin who I was very close with from the time I was 14. And my other niece and nephew, my great niece and nephew, also came out, but they're beautiful human beings. They come from their heart. They give back to the community because they were raised so beautifully. And it's my great niece and nephew that have gone to Israel. They don't visit there all the time, but they contributed working there too.
So you also produced this, right? This is
my first. I produced my other videos, but they were all stock footage that my producer and I in the recording studio, put together. This is the first one I did live with me in it. I have never been in any one of my videos. So we did this. I wanted to do this for this video, and it was my first time really producing. And this is a mini movie. It's a 6-minute mini movie, and it tells a story. And I just want people to get that message. I want to drive that home. In everything I do, whatever I pick to choose, it's all about love.
I love it. So hang on, Juan.
Can't get over how beautiful she is.
So Juan, we're going to play the video, The Look of Love, The Island, the actual 6-minute video. I'm going to let Roslyn introduce it, and then you hang on. We'll be back in 6 minutes because I want everybody to see it, because this way, like millions of people will see it. And hear it. So you introduce it, Juan will play it, you hang on, and we'll be right back.
Okay. Here's my video, everybody, it's my Valentine's gift to you all. I hope you love it. I hope you enjoy it. Please, if you're over a certain age, don't run away from love.
Perfect.
Bring it in. And for those of you who are getting criticized for who you choose to love, forget it. Do it. And make yourself happy. Be happy. Let's bring love and happiness back into this world. And with that, I give you The Look of Love into the Island.
You are so adorable. She is so
ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. Make believe we've landed on a desert island. Bathe me in the water, warm me in the moonlight, taste me with your kisses, find my secret places, touch me till I tremble, free my wings for flying, and catch me while I'm falling. Keep your arms around me like there's no tomorrow. Show me how you love me on a little island. Not a soul can see us. Show me how to love you. Teach me how to please you. Lay your dreams beside me. Only stars will listen to our cries and whispers. You were made to love me, and I was made to love you. Keep your arms around me. Lose yourself inside me. Make it last forever. I can see the island shining in the distance. Now we're getting closer. Keep your arms around me, love. We're almost there. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. Don't ever go. a smile can't disguise the look of love. It's saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away.
Beautiful. What a perfect Valentine's Day song. And you know what? I think you're like your last name. You're very kind. Because Harlan Boyle is a friend of mine for 30 years. And you gave him credit on that video. And I think that was so sweet.
No man is an island. No man is an island. Mike, I have to tell you, I loved my whole team. My director, we started talking about this video a year ago. It'll be a year ago, March 9th. It was suggested in late January. We were at a dinner, and another friend said, Rosie wants to do a video. And she was directing. She did a few things, and she's coming into her own. And she was doing something at that time when we were meeting. And when she got finished, we had a meeting, a lunch meeting, a brunch meeting. And we started talking about it. And I loved her energy because I only want to be around good, love-filled, light-filled people anymore. It's my choice. I don't want any kind of narcissism on my set. I don't want bullying. I want everybody to be happy and glad they're there and they're part. And every one of them, everyone on down, even to the crew and everything, they were just full of love and wanting to be so happy to be part of this process and so glad to be there. It was like a loving experience all around for all of us.
I have a question. It was beautiful, number one. It's beautiful. The video is beautiful.
First of all, I have to get into my ageist thing that I write on Facebook all the time what I feel. My new thing is about this Biden stuff with age. I want everybody to know I'll be 84 in May. I have every marble. I am working like a dog. I have a TV show, movies. Right, Rosalind? What are you doing? You're working your ass off too.
Yeah.
And what are you, 70?
73.
You're 73. So this stuff about you got to be a certain age, you're no good anymore. Stop that. Ageism is as bad as calling black people the N-word. When I hear age, old, I feel exactly like Sidney Poitier if in that movie where they called him the N-word. So, I mean, really, stop it, people. Just because you get to be a certain number doesn't mean you're washed up. I mean, I intend to work until I'm 90.
He has 6 films to shoot this year.
I have 6 films waiting for me, Rosalind. 6 movies.
Wonderful.
I played Kevin Bacon's father in one. I'm in one. Another one.
I can't
talk about it. But anyway, I could work a full day shoot. I'm going away. We're going to Nevada to shoot a house, the Kevin Bacon one. And that's a rough thing. You know what location is.
Oh, God. Yeah, we did. We filmed on 4 locations. Just the whole process of producing, the steps that you take was such a learning curve. It was so brilliant. And I can't wait to do it again.
So I have a question for you.
No, wait, I didn't finish. I got to get her because she's my buddy. Rosalind, what do you think about ageism?
Well, you know what?
About
I would say if I only knew then what I know now, but you grow a lot. I mean, and God willing, with all the leaps and bounds that you have to cross and the blockages that come your way and the things you have to put up with, hopefully these things teach you to be better. You come out of it with a positive look and you know what you don't want to be and what you would like to embrace. So it's all a learning experience. Life is a journey. And so, God willing, you come to a better place with a better heart and a better mind and love in your heart,
I think it was done beautifully. It was like a short film. It was really beautiful. I want to know. So
very romantic.
Very romantic. So,
and let me tell you something else.
Let me talk.
Wait, I didn't finish. I'm from Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn. He gets this.
Right? Well, like where he enters, we go. The voice does not sound like hers.
Thank
I
you.
listened this time.
You know,
No,
it's like,
this time I never really listened for that point, but this time I did. Your basses are lower, your altos are smoother, and your breath is longer. The other one goes fast, high, and jumps it around.
It's beautiful.
You are melodic.
melodious.
Melodious. That works too.
Melodious. But you know what? There's a place for all of us in this world. My sister,
Absolutely.
there's a place for all of us. And, you know, being the little sister, I was always in awe of my sister and always was so proud of her. Everything that she does, everything she speaks out about. Somebody asked me the other day, which of her movies did you like? I said, you can't ask me that because there isn't one that she's done that I don't love.
I love all of them.
That's my sister. I cannot say anything else.
I want to talk.
Wait. You want the truth because I only tell the truth.
Yeah.
I like your sister's voice, but I was a Peggy Lee fan. So I like the sultry, jazzy Peggy Lee style. Barbara on film, I will go see 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
She mesmerizes me on film. She captures me. The way we were. Oy. Is Mia is right. The way we were. Who could not scream crying?
I cry at all my sister's pictures, and no matter how many times I've seen them, and I know where it's going, what the next scene is, I always cry.
Well, how come you're not working in film?
Hopefully that'll happen. I've done a couple of.
Jimmy's a producer.
Yeah,
I think
write me something, Jimmy.
I think I will. But wait, I want to go back. I want to.
Wait a minute. What? No, wait a minute. Don't stop me because I'm going to kill myself in a minute.
Don't do that.
Listen. I wrote a movie, 1943. A Jewish woman married to an Italian man in New York City. The Jewish woman is a bookie, and the husband is in the mafia. Oh. They go out to get the Nazis that are supposed to blow up. She'd be perfect.
The shipyard. Anyway,
we're trying to cast my wife in the movie.
It's a huge role.
She has to be Jewish and from Brooklyn, and she has to be. Listen, I'll be honest. Lainey Kazan, I wrote it for her.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you know, but Lainey's not so hot lately.
I haven't seen her in a while, but I know she's been having some health stuff. Yeah.
She's having a lot of health problems, and she said to me, Ronala, I can only give you 4 hours a day. We can't do a movie on 4 hours. You know that. Mm-hmm. So we're looking. Renee Taylor, who I love to pieces. Renee is so perfect for the role. Yeah. 90. But Julian Schlossberg, who's best friends with her, said she's on tour. She's fabulous. So she was up. Then the other one.
Renee would be great.
She's not old.
And I love Renee. I love Renee very much. I love her because she's such a Jap. She's always complaining. I was at a function with Renee. I was sitting opposite her, and she sat there like this and said, Joey, when are we going home? I'm hungry. Joey, you're Ron. Is there a steakhouse around? I am tired. I can't stand it. I mean, she's such a.
Anyway, we got to go because she's got to go in a minute.
I love her. I'm never letting her go.
No, I want to.
She's not going.
Anyway,
I'm never letting her go.
I will put you on my list because I really do. I have 9 projects in development right now.
Well, keep me in mind. I'm looking at wherever it comes. I'm going to be recording some more. I've got more stuff to do. And
I want you to read a line for me, and repeat this line. And for this, you want $10. And for this, you want $10. Where do you see diamonds on it?
And for this, you want $10. Where do you see diamonds on it?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You might be working in a movie soon, starring in a movie. I can't believe it. You might be the one. Isn't that fabulous?
So I have a question.
And we look good together.
Yeah, except you look good together.
You know what might be good? She looks like Barbara Streisand, and I look like Barbara Streisand's husband. They might say it's a takeoff.
No, wait. I want to go back. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to put you on my list of people that
we're going to talk
have,
to you.
And
Definitely.
we'll talk with you. But I want to know.
Now I'm excited. Now we could go ahead with my film because I didn't have a name to put in my deck. So now I'm going to put Rosalind Kind. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
So anyway, going back to your music video, I want to know what it's like casting a younger you. Did you pick the person who played the younger you?
Actually, my director and my co-producer went through a bunch of people and brought me what they thought would be the best choices. And from that, I picked.
She was beautiful.
Literally. They were both great. And, Hunter is a doctor. He's a dermatologist. The young lover.
Okay.
I mean, Jules is an actress and a dancer and a choreographer. And I wanted the dancing because it helped with the movement and sensuality.
She did like the ballet-ish type dance.
Because I did study with Luigi, So I have my Luigi hands, and I needed sultriness in this. I needed the sexy suggestions,
So you guys...
Wait, I have to ask a very important question that's been on my mind. You have a brother. How come we never hear about your brother? What does he do?
He's not in the business. My brother's retired now, but he started when he was young, like when he went to Pratt Institute and he became a commercial artist and he had his own advertising agency, Stryker Book and Friedman in Manhattan. That went from oh my God, it was in like the 40s when he first opened. Then it went to 57th between 6th and 7th. Then they went to Madison Avenue. Then he gave that up and went into like major buildings and investments.
Good for him.
So he did very well. He loved riding horses. He did dressage. He loved doing dressage, and he's retired now, but he lives in Florida with his wife. And
that's funny. I'm from Florida.
Whenever I go to Florida to work, I never leave without going to see my brother and my sister-in-law for a week.
I have so many. When you come to Palm Springs, we're having lunch or dinner. You're not getting away, kiddo. You think I'm kidding? Because I make a phone call. I got a couple of my guys' friends, they come and they get you, they kidnap you, they put you in the car.
Tell you something. It's so funny because years ago when I was working in Puerto Rico, I had an Arab sheik come and was in my audience, and I went through the audience and I was singing, and I came over to him and he says, "How you do?" He says, "What's your name?" And I said, "Oh, hi, I'm Jewish." And I also had, this is a funny story. I was working in the Copacabana nightclub in Oklahoma City. And who happened into our show, but this country guy, big, with big fingers. He looked like a killer. And he was the guy that set fire in Vegas, I think, when with Frank Sinatra or something. He set a fire. He was the arsonist.
Oh, I know.
Like me and my manager, and he would come in and he brought his country girlfriend and his country mama to see the show. And one night when this drunk came upon the stage on the opening act, he went past them, and then he came down the round staircase and fell in front of my dressing room, which was only a drapery stuck together with a safety pin. So he said, "Ronald Klein is looking for you." They come running, the owner of the club, this mafia guy, and my manager, they come running down the stairs, and this guy says, "You better get out of here, kid," or whatever. He had a gun on him, whatever. And this guy went to, "You can't get rid of me. I'm Roslyn Klein sent for me. You sent for me. And I'll do a karate chop." And he went and fell on his tuchus.
Tuchus by the name of people who don't know.
And that was at the Cork Club. It was at the Cork Club when that happened. And then he followed us to Oklahoma City. With his country mom and his country girlfriend. So I've had a couple of,
Yes.
Well, I've had those, I did stand-up comedy for 45 years. And I remember saying to a lot of them, "Pay me before I go on." Because sometimes you go on, they wouldn't pay you.
Really?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they pay you?
Because they were not nice people. They didn't. I know a lot of. Listen, I come from.
He was back on. This is like in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
like
I come from. I grew up in a neighborhood where all the biggest mafia people came from. Red Hook, Red Hook was the Italian Jewish community because it was projects. Across the street from I lived on Columbia Street. Across the street from our projects was an Italian club. If I tell you the names that was in that club, you wouldn't believe it. They made movies.
Piano?
No, that's a different person. Talking about Gotti and those people. Those are the locals. They were nice. They were good. But some of these cheesy, crappy, wise guys that ran these little dumpy clubs, you know, the kind that the toilet overflows when you go, they didn't pay us. I have to be honest with you, Roslyn. I impersonated Jane Russell for 45 years on the stage as a stand-up comic. I sang in my own voice. I traveled all over. And in time, I became best friends with Jane. We hung out together. We traveled together.
Yeah.
So it was quite an experience. I know you're thinking, how could you possibly be a woman? You'd look like a killer. But Jimmy's
I'm not looking at you like a killer.
Jimmy's going to post a picture of me now.
I can't post it, but I can show
So
it.
I was very young and skinny, and I could act.
Let's see if I can make it that she can see it.
And that's me.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
This is his cleavage. Hold on.
And this, I had cleavage. I had everything.
Oh my God. What did you put in there for your cleavage?
It was a bustier with metal rods in it that pushed my pecs up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, people used to
Lentils in a bag.
say lentils. One time I came off.
Oh yeah, he's got it up there. He's
Oh, there
saying
it is.
good.
There it
Yes.
is. One time,
Thanks, Juan.
One time I came off the stage, and a wise guy said to me, "Come over here, baby. I want to nibble on your." I said, "No, you don't have to do it here." I said, "I'll give you my tits. Take them home, put them in boiling water, and eat them. They're delicious lentils." Because that was the trick to cleavage, lentils.
Hang on, wait, real quick, because we're going to run out of time in a second. So, first of all, you guys, Roslyn released a bunch of music during the pandemic. She's got some other songs: "Save the Country," "Light of Love." It only takes a moment. Is that one of them? Did I get it right?
Take the moment in to kiss her now. Jerry Herman.
Yes.
That's a beautiful song.
So you guys can download all her music on iTunes and stream it on Spotify. Watch the new video. Just got put up on YouTube today, you guys. That's why we were able to get it. So you want to check it out. Also, to bring it back to the whole thing. So you also did a Hallmark movie called Ladies of the House, and I'm bringing it up only because Donna Mills has been on our show.
Yeah,
and
I love Donna. Donna and I are both members of the Hollywood Museum. She's a doll.
I love it. Yes, which is fabulous. So I think it's terrific. Our next guest should be here in a minute, but
No,
you guys
he'll
can,
wait.
you guys can follow Rosalind. You guys, she's on Instagram. It's Roslyn Kind, RoslynKind. To brag a little for her, she did 3 performances on the Ed Sullivan Show when she was young,
Very young.
like you were like a teenager, right?
Yeah.
So this broad's been around, kids. She didn't pop up out of a cake.
No, you guys, she did her New York debut when she was a teenager at the Plaza Hotel's Persian Room. She's had headlining appearances at the Lincoln Center, the Greek Theater, the London Cafe Royal, Carnegie Hall.
The Fontainebleau in Florida, right?
No, I never did. I did Eden Rock.
I thought I read somewhere you did the Fontainebleau.
No. Maybe
I've
we did.
never seen you perform. I've never seen you perform, and I would love to. I know you did 54 and under, right?
54 below.
My favorite place. I go when I'm in New York. Whoever's there, I go see. I would love to see you at 54 below.
Well, the next time we're in town, you'll have to come on out and see it.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm moving back to New York in the fall.
Where are you now?
Palm Springs.
Oh, you're in Palm Springs. Oh.
I've had enough.
You can come to Palm Springs.
No, I told you you're coming to dinner. I'm taking you to dinner too. I'll take you to a good joint too, where they have tablecloths and cloth napkins. And if you let me hold your hand, I'll pay for your dinner.
Otherwise, I'm picking up the check, right?
No, wait a minute. You know, Rosalind, I got to tell you, I know I'm acting like an asshole, but I couldn't. I looked at you in videos. sick in bed. And I said, oh my God, she's so beautiful and so delightful and so charming and so effervescent and so sweet and so engaging. Aren't you married or have a lover?
I was married once, and it didn't last, but we stayed friends because there was always a love there, but we probably never should have gotten married. But he was a good neshama too. He was a casting person that became a producer.
Right.
And his name was Randy Stone. May he rest in peace. We lost him at the age of 48.
Oh, wow.
What did he die from?
2012. I don't think he was very happy.
Okay.
Now, how come somebody didn't snag you? No.
I don't know. You know what? My hairdresser says the same thing to me. Everybody's mother says, oh my God, my son, my this. But,
No, I see some of these ugly fat slobs. They got gorgeous husbands. Gorgeous husbands. I tell that to my daughters. I say, you know what? I go in the mall and I see the most beautiful men built, and with them, these horrible creature women. So how come you?
You know what? I have to tell you. I had a regression in 1984 after my separation from my husband, and my career at the time was going side to side, up and down, and whatever. And I actually wanted to be regressed because I was very much into the New Age and into psychic phenomena. I climbed Bell Rock in 1987 for the harmonic convergence. In 84, I got regressed, and I found out what my purpose was in this lifetime, why I'm here. And it came out that I'm here to heal.
Okay.
And how do I heal? With my voice. And the regression brought me to a lifetime in Lemuria. I was a man. I was in a duel over the love of my life. And in the duel, she accidentally got killed. And supposedly, I have been through all these lifetimes looking for that love. But in the word associations of this regression, it wasn't one-on-one love. It was world and harmony and peace and understanding. It was, it was all about bringing people together, healing.
I also have memory of another life. So, I mean, we have so much in common. We could really bullshit for another 20 years. But no, I'm serious. But I don't understand. Jane Russell, this is private. I really never said this.
You shouldn't share it then, on
Jane won't mind because it pertains to women that have had mastectomies who are listening to our show. Jane Russell said to me, I will get married again when I marry a man who loves me and not my tits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
You have to love the soul of a human being.
Jane was famous for her boobs. You know that. Everybody, always Jane Russell. Mm-hmm. She said whenever they wanted a picture, they made her bend over for cleavage. She hated it. And men used to want to go out with her, to go to bed with her, which she didn't do because she's a good Christian. Mm-hmm. Her boobs. So boobs are not that important, fellas. It's what the person has that's inside, radiates, like this lady. This lady puts all those big-titted broads to shame. You are just sincere. I'm blowing smoke up your ass because I hate people who do that. I don't like some of the interviews I've watched of yours. I wanted to throw up. I thought, Jesus, the guy's going to ask her to marry her next or go to bed with her. I mean, some of them are too adoring, too much. They overdo it with the loving of you.
But he actually does love you.
Oh, I do. I swear. I know so many.
He was sick for 4 days, literally, and he was like, I don't think I can do the show. But I was like, well, I said, we can't cancel the show because we have Roslyn Kine coming on. And so he really watched all these things and everything and got up at the beginning of the show. He even said, if you weren't coming on, we probably would have canceled and played a repeat.
I have interviewed stars. Oh, I've interviewed over 4,000 people. I've interviewed stars bigger than big, and I couldn't care less. They come on, You
he was all excited.
You had me going because I said to my daughter, I said, Leslie, how am I going to interview this chick? I can't mention her sister too much because it's not her interview. I don't want to put her down. I don't want to make her in competition. What a bitchy interview this is going to be. I can't understand it. But it turned out beautiful because you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Sweet. Because you're kind, like your name.
Kind. Thank you.
What was your name for real? It had to be Jewish. Kind is English.
No, Kind is my real name.
You're kidding me.
No, Roslyn Kind, like Roslyn, Long Island, spelt exactly the same way. Roslyn, I'm the only one in my family without a middle name.
Kind is not a Jewish name. It's English.
Well, that's the one they came over with from Russia because it's signed in the books.
Well, you know what? When my grandparents came over, they changed their name completely at Ellis Island.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm talking about the Ancestry.com because
Yes.
My grandmother's name was Gabriella, and they made it Gabriel. My mother was a silent movie actress who worked she worked under the name of Jenny Gabriel, and married my father, and he said career over, because only putanas are in show business. And I understand.
That was what they thought. That's
Cordova, only Cordova, right? Cordova is a putana or puta. I can't go.
Okay, so we have to go. So everybody, this is Roslyn. Roslyn, I'm going to be in touch.
Roslyn, when are you coming to Palm Springs, or I'll come to L.A.?
I don't know yet.
You have to talk about the movie. I'm serious about this movie that we're doing, and I'll send you the script. You will be starring in it. It's starring you and I.
And a bunch of other people.
And I think we look good together. And it's a fun movie. And it's a movie about a Jewish woman who becomes a hero.
We have to go. We need
that right now. We need a heroic Jewish woman.
Yeah. Roslyn,
we have another guest that's waiting to come on. God forbid he put me down because he was being.
We want to thank you so much for coming on the show. We want to thank Harlan Ball for setting it up.
And who do we contact to get the script to you?
Harlan.
Okay, I'll call Harlan.
All right. So thank you so much, Roslyn. Congratulations on the new song and all your success. And we want to thank you. Bye-bye.
And we can have Bruce together.
Bye. We got to go.
I love her. I can't go. She
all right,
is
everybody.
terrific. What a sweetheart. What a nice person.
Absolutely.
How lucky people are to have her as a friend. She is kind. It's like her name. She is a kind woman. She's
we're going to bring on our next guest. Lucky, bring him on. Bring on Lucky. Let's make sure we can hear him. Hey, Lucky, how you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Terrific. All right. You on a phone?
Yes, I am.
See if you can turn it sideways so your picture's wide. Oh, no, you go like that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, perfect. I'm on the phone because my computer's not uploading right now. For some reason, it's not turning on. I'm very upset. As you can see, it's behind me.
Are you sure you didn't hack the computer because you're broke? Meanwhile,
it's just I don't know. I was in LA for a while, and I think my daughter was messing with it. Now it's not turning on.
Oh yeah.
All right, hold on. We're gonna do an intro.
Wait, do you know how lucky you are to have billed with the broad that was just on with Rosalind?
Do you know who Rosalind Kind is? That's Barbara Streisand's sister.
And you shared billing with her, so that's a big deal.
That's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It's a big deal. She's a superstar.
So, you guys, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, actor, which I didn't really even know he was an actor. I brought him on because I thought he was a musician. But actor, pop and dance, Billboard chart, recording artist, Lucky Harmon. Hello and welcome to the show. Yay!
How's it going?
Good. So this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Mr. Russell, how you doing, sir?
Don't call me Mr. Russell. I'll smack the shit out of you. It's Ron. I'm a young guy.
Ron Russell. How are you doing?
Don't call me Mr.
And so we got people in the chat room. Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
What's up, everybody?
So now where do you actually live? For some reason, I thought you lived in Florida. Where do you live?
You thought I lived in Florida? I'm all over. Hey, look, I'm all over the place. That's kind of mysterious, you know?
Okay.
I'm all over the place from the East Coast to the West Coast. You know what I mean? No.
Oh, wait. You just hit your mic. Okay. We missed that. Okay. So I know you were in LA for the Grammys, and I know you've worked a lot in Atlanta. For some reason, though, when I first met you, because I've known you on social media for a long time, I always thought that you, for some reason, because I used to be from Florida, so I always thought you were from Florida for some reason.
Nope, not Florida. More like Atlanta area.
Okay, well, we're going to be doing a lot of work in Atlanta. I have like 4 movies that are going to be shooting there soon.
Awesome.
That's awesome. So anyway, you guys, first of all, you can follow Lucky On Instagram, he's The Real Lucky Harmon. His website is therealluckyharmon.com. Let's talk a little bit about the acting stuff, and then we'll do the music stuff, because I've even got one of your music videos we're going to play for everybody so they get to hear your music. I really didn't even know you were an actor, and then I went on IMDb, and you guys, so Lucky's done a lot of stuff. He's done commercials for Mountain Dew, Atlanta Soccer United, MGM Grand Casinos, Golden Corral, which was my dad's favorite place to eat. I can't eat there. It makes me nauseous. And then he's been in movies like Wonder Woman 1984, Creed 2, 21 Bridges, Shazam, Den of Thieves, Pitch Perfect 3, The Fate of the Furious. He did stunts on Furious 7, and he's been on a ton of TV shows. So like, oh, now your microphone's off again. I can see it. There you go.
Sorry about that.
So how long have you been acting?
About 15 years.
You see, I didn't even know that. I
You
don't know
look
why.
15. How could you be?
I know, you don't
He
look
said
very
I look 15. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
You
God,
look
I wish
like
I was 15
you
all
look
over
like
again.
a teenage kid. You look like 18, 19, 20.
You really look like you should be like one of the Backstreet Boys or In Sync or something is what you
Doesn't
look
he
like.
look old? 20 years
Which
old.
I love those bands, so that's not like a diss. That's an actual compliment.
Well, that's the kind of music. That's the kind of music I do. You know, I do pop top 40. Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
I am still so hopped up from the interview with Roslyn that I don't know how I'm going to do your interview, so forgive me if I'm not sharp.
That's okay.
But
I'm sharp.
I'm still excited about the interview that we just did. I'm going to say it's probably one of the best interviews I've ever done. Now, let's do it. You and I, a good interview. Gay, straight, married.
He's got a kid.
Great.
What else?
2 kids.
Two kids.
You have 2 kids?
Two-
Really? How old are they?
Watch, 30 years old they are.
And their teens.
Are they
In their
really?
teens?
I'm not kidding you. You
you're
got
an-
great genes.
You
'cause
are
you
an
look
old.
fantastic.
You are an old fuck. You're hiding. You're hiding. You're old. You're what,
I'm not old.
30 years
He
old.
started young. Oh, wait, what happened?
We lost him.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, bring him back whenever he comes back, Juan. He probably hit something because his computer didn't work and he's trying to do it on a phone.
Oh, phones. I hate the phones. Phones never work right.
Oh, I see. I like doing them on phones. That's funny. Okay, hit your button again. Hit your microphone. There you go.
There we go.
You should see if you can sit it on something so you don't have to hold it.
Let me do that. Let me.
You're holding the
second.
phone
Yeah, he's holding it
for the whole
Hang on.
interview.
He's gonna go get something to
Yeah,
put it
not
on.
for the whole interview.
It's funny. So
So I'd like to hear from the chat room about the interview with Roslyn.
they loved it. No, we're done. Okay, is
He's
it
back.
stationary?
Look at that. You look better.
There you go. Now you just gotta fix your microphone and we're good.
Now you're more handsome.
Now you're more handsome. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Yay! Now it works. Now
But
he
wait
doesn't
a
have to
minute.
hold
Wait a
it.
minute, Mary. I'm an old man, and old people are supposed to be like nosy. What's with the blonde top?
The
Yeah,
blonde hair?
Yeah.
It's for the birds. You don't want it.
No, I love it. I love it. It
I
actually
love
it
it.
brings out it actually brings out my youthful image, and I was born with blonde hair. No,
We'll make the whole head blonde, not just the tippity top. You look like a Carvel ice cream.
Actually, that's his signature, though. That's
What's
what he's
his
known
signature,
for.
the
His
blonde
hair
top?
like that, and he usually always has sunglasses on. But I told him he couldn't wear the sunglasses.
I would love
yeah,
to
he
see-
told me I couldn't do the
I think
sunglasses today.
his
Damn it.
I think his whole head blonde. He'd be super gorgeous. He'd be a
Okay.
beautiful blonde guy.
That's all right. Anyway, so
No,
let's.
really.
Well, I don't want to look like a Ken doll.
Yes, the Ken doll.
Oh no, not now. Not with that crappy movie. But no, not that blonde. Not like a whole blonde. And in my Brooklyn.
So wait a
Blue.
second. So I have a question, though. Let's go back. So you're an actor. I didn't even know any of that for some reason. I went on IMDb because when I Googled you, IMDb came up. You did all that different stuff. I've worked on a bunch of Fast and Furious movies also. I actually did the costume design for the second one.
Nice.
And I was an extra in one of them. And so it was all fun. I can't act for shit. I'm terrible. People just bring me on because of
No.
this show.
Jimmy's not terrible. He just thinks that this is acting. If you give him a simple line like, I'm very tired, I'm going to bed. I'm very tired, I'm going to bed.
I mean, I have a lot of credits only because because people want to get on the show and they put me in. But I'm a very good producer. I'm producing a bunch of films. I've seen a lot of the stuff that you've been in are really good movies.
Thank you.
So I think it's a lot of fun.
I've never seen any of your movies.
Hang on, wait. Yeah, you've seen them.
I've seen your movie.
You've seen movies. Well, you saw the Wonder Woman movie. He's one of the people in Wonder Woman.
Oh, who were you in Wonder Woman?
You didn't see Creed. No, he didn't. Actually, he doesn't like just the superhero movies, and he doesn't like 21 Bridges. He didn't see. Yeah, you haven't seen him in shit.
And I don't like horror movies.
And he doesn't. He's not in.
Oh man,
you like horror movies? Have you been in any horror movies?
I've been in a lot of horror stuff. Absolutely, I was in the Vampire Diaries. I was a stunt photo double for Paul Wesley, and I've also did like the Riddle House. It was a low budget horror film we shot in Los Angeles, under $5 million. I played Deputy Clark on that. Let's see what else. The Retaliators.
Was Paul Wesley nice?
Yeah, he was nice. Him and Ian both are very good people. Very good vibes, good energy. Like when we shot the Vampire Diaries, it was literally like sun up to sun down, like filming, like literally vampires. Crazy, man.
That's funny. That's a good show because that was such a. I never watched the show. I've seen, but I know like Ron's daughters loved it. One of his daughters loved it and thinks Paul Wesley's like the hottest thing ever. So I love
I
it.
do horror movies and I don't like them.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of horror movies. I produce a bunch of them.
I don't like horror movies. I think they're cheesy.
Yeah, I'm not like a big fan of horror movies, but I mean, I've did them, and they do take a lot out of you, though. They really do. I mean, I like crime drama, a lot of mob movies and stuff like that, as well as I like action movies and comedy.
Yeah,
you know why horror movies take a lot out of you? Because they don't know what they're doing. If you're in a good film, a $15, $20 million film, working with top-notch people, it's much easier to work because everybody knows their stuff. They get it right. They do it. You go. But, like, the horror movies I'm in, I asked, where's my mark? They said there are none. I don't have marks? So what do I do? He said, well, you have to do this. I said, I have to remember all that shit. And my lines too.
In the chat room, they say you look gorgeous. They love you. So, like, people are liking you already. But you guys follow him on Instagram. He's got, like, I think close to 1 million
Lucky.
followers on Instagram.
Where'd the name Lucky come from, Lucky?
Irish. Luck of the Irish.
Oh, so you're Irish.
Yes, sir.
I'm Irish, too.
You're Irish?
Uh-huh.
You're Shanty Irish. He's Irish.
So, wait a second.
Did you ever hear that expression, Shanty Irish?
I haven't heard that, no.
That's a New York thing. If somebody was Irish and you didn't like him, you say, oh, he's Shanty, a Shanty Irish.
So wait, let's go. So, okay, so you've been acting for 15 years. We'll come back to that in a minute. So then how long have you actually been singing and songwriting?
Since age 8 years old.
Since 8. And how many records have you put out?
I've put out 2 EPs and an album.
Okay.
And I did this, I just released a single not too long ago featuring Lil Wayne, Wild Card.
So that's what was my next question. First of all, I've met Lil Wayne many times. I actually went to a party with him at the Source Awards back in the day when I lived in Florida, when the Source Awards was in South Florida. And,
nice.
He was very cool, and I got to like hang out with all like LL Cool J, and I met Ludacris. I met everybody. It was a blast. I had a blast. How did you get Lil Wayne, to perform on one of your songs?
Well, it was kind of a process because the world was shut down and everybody was going through COVID, and there was no, music studios or anything open. And I was just trying to figure out what to do with my time to make the time go by because there's no movies filming, nothing like that. So I stepped back to the music scene, and I was, talking to some producers and got some connects through a lot of people, being in the industry as long as I've been in the music business over 25 years. And a producer was reaching out to me, and we were discussing like, Lucky, are you ready to get another hit record? Because, I charted Billboard top 40, number 36. It was in 2017, and I didn't have a hit since then. So I'm like, okay, well, let's get back to the studio, and paid for the feature, talked to his team, his management, got the paperwork. But check this out. This is the crazy part. He's in California. I'm in New Jersey, working on the song, 2 different places. The guy that made the actual beat is in LA as well. So I'm like corresponding back and forth, crazy. We weren't all in the same room. So then I cut the record up here in Jersey, and then I sent the record to Africa to get it mixed by Mastercraft, who mixed Justin Bieber Peaches. And then I sent it to Atlanta to get it mastered. And then after I got it mastered, then I released it. So from start to finish to drop the record and after I recorded it, it took 1 year.
Oh, I believe it though, like because it's a good track and it's a lot of work to get it all.
What kind of music do you do?
I do top 40 mainstream.
Pop. Oh, I love pop.
Top 40 mainstream.
That's my stuff.
So you got this song.
What songs do you do?
Well, we're gonna play it.
No, I want to hear other songs too. I don't listen to him.
So besides the Wild Card record, I have a song called "Build Me Up" featuring Fair Franklin. She used to be on Under Destiny's Child. Song's called "Build Me Up," and then I got like a record, "Narcissist," "Idolize Me." That's the one that charted top 40 on Billboard. "Party Life" that charted top 28. And with "Party Life," this is crazy how this record came about because Miley Cyrus was doing "Party in the USA."
Yeah,
I'm sitting in Atlanta and this record dropped. And I'm thinking, And I'm sitting by the pool in Atlanta and everybody's partying and enjoying the summer. And Molly got partying in the USA. And I'll come up with "Party Life."
Do you sing romantic ballads?
Yeah, I have a couple ballads. I do. I have a song called "Precious Love." I have another song called "Can She Be the One?" And I think I got another ballad. I need more ballads, as I progress.
Do you write all your own stuff?
I'd say about 75% of the music is me wrote. Yes.
Okay. What were you going to say?
Did you hear Roslyn sing?
I did not.
Oh.
So hang on. I want to wait. I want to go back to this because what I want to do is I want to play the video so everybody can hear it, and then we can come back and talk about it. And I want to talk about your week at the Grammys since you were at everything. I saw your pictures, so you were everywhere for Grammy week. And Juan, what we're going to do is play Lucky Harmon's Wild Card featuring Lil Wayne, but I want you to introduce it, and then you hang on. We're going to play it for everybody, and we'll be right back.
All right.
So go ahead.
This is my debut single, Lucky Harmon, featuring the legendary 9 times platinum recording artist, Lil Wayne, Wild Card. Check it out.
Yeah. Lucky. Wild Card. Yeah. Oh my, you wild card. You and I light up the dark. Oh my, you wild heart. Don't know how the night would end. Yeah. Oh my, you wild card. You and I light up the dark. Oh my, you wild heart. Don't know how the night would end. But I'm here for you. Whatever you wanna do, 'cause I'm here for you. Yeah. You're my wild card. Here for you. Whatever you wanna do, 'cause I'm here for you. Yeah, you're my wild card.
Yeah, I'm out wildin', baby, pray for him. Don't cry for him, wait for him. Keep the lights on. I'm out wildin', baby, pray for him. Don't cry for him, wait for him. Keep the lights on. Have them clothes off, bitch, it's been a long day. Tomorrow morning, back at it, bitch, first thing. Have them clothes off, bitch, it's been a long day. Tomorrow morning, back at it, bitch, first thing. Give me 100 bricks and I'm out of here. Word to Holly Grove, I'ma get them out of here. Give me 100 bricks and I'm out of here. Word to Holly Grove.
You're my wild card. Oh my, you a wild card. You and I light up the dark. Oh my, you wild heart. Don't know how the night would end. Yeah. Oh my, you wild card. You and I light up the dark. Oh my, you wild heart. Don't know how the night would end. But I'm here for you. Whatever you wanna do, 'cause I'm here for you. Yeah, you're my wild card. Here for you. Whatever you wanna do, 'cause I'm here for you. Yeah, you're my wild card. Never had to doubt you. You were all I need. I'll hold you down, long as you always keep it wild for me.
But I'm here for you. Whatever you wanna do, 'cause I'm here for you. Yeah, you're my wild card.
Oh my, you wild card. You and I light up the dark. Oh my, you wild heart. Don't know how the night would end. Yeah. Oh my, you wild card. You and I light up the dark. Oh my, you wild heart. Don't know how the night would end. Don't know how the night would end. Wild card.
congratulations.
That's a good song, and I don't like rap.
Thank you.
No, seriously. Some rap is just a little too rappy.
I love rap.
I like the beat on that song. I think that song, even if you didn't rap it, if you sang it, would be terrific.
Well, he sang it, and the other guy.
Yeah, I sang it. Little Wayne
Sang it
kept
like
it.
the old days as a song,
No,
not
no.
as a rap. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, you're missing out. He's the one who was doing the singing part. The other guy, there was a rap in the middle of it who did the rap thing.
Oh,
But the rap's only
take the rap guy
No,
out.
the rap guy is huge, though. He's
I
like
don't care how huge he is. This guy has the better voice.
Of course he does, because
You
Oh,
he's
sing
thank you.
Sing
Man,
better.
thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate you, man. I'm just trying to do what I do and make great music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the big name is to sell it, to make bucks.
Absolutely.
But the artistic end of it is you.
So how did you
I would like to hear that. I like the beat. I like the whole thing. But I would like to hear it sung rather than spoken.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Rap to me is just speaking. It's not singing. Anybody can rap. With auto-tune, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Anybody can rap.
So I have a question for you, though, then. So how, because I like the video. Was that like done like AI before, at the beginning of AI or something? Like, because how did you do that video?
Yeah, basically, I hired someone to do that video because the song, we didn't have much time to really throw together to get Wayne in the video because when I was doing the song, it came together. Like I said, it took me a year, but Wayne was on tour when the song was released, so I couldn't even really correspond with him to get him in the video. So that's something I'm working on right now, is getting the official music video done. Now, with the record Wildcard, Vegas came to my mind. Do you know why?
Why? Oh, with all the gambling.
Exactly. With the gambling, and you hear wild card and people playing cards, it has that wild environment, and that's Vegas. And it's upbeat, it's dance, you got wild card playoffs, you got wild card winner playing card games, and Vegas came to my mind with wild card. So what I did was last April, I rented a movie studio and I shot and co-directed my music video with the models and dancers. And there's, behind the scenes footage on YouTube. So I shot all that. I got all the footage for that. Now I just got to put it together and get Wayne in there. And then we're going to release the official music video probably the end of this year or soon.
That's
We'll
awesome.
see.
That's awesome, though. Lil Wayne's a really cool guy. He's a really cool guy. I mean, I met him like many, many years ago, where he was famous, but not like he is now.
Yeah.
Now he's like at the top of the game. But so
He
tell
needs
us
to go.
about the Grammy stuff. Then you went to the Grammys. Did you actually get to go to the Grammys, or did you just go to a bunch of Grammy parties?
I went to the Grammys. I'm a voting member of the Grammys. I've been a member of the Grammys for almost 15 years. It was very legendary. The red carpet, the performances. It was great. It was a moment of history that I brought my DJ too, because my DJ was very honored to be at the Grammys. I introduced him to a lot of people. We went to the after party after the Grammys. It was huge. Neo was there. I met Nicki Minaj, one of her producers. We're talking about doing some music together. It was just, the energy was just phenomenal. Now, pertaining to the Grammys, the weather was hella crazy in California. Man.
Oh yeah, it rained the whole time you were here, right?
Oh my God, I was soaked from head to toe, and we had to circle the building. We had a driver, and we had to circle the building like 4 or 5 times because the water was so deep. They had road shut down. It was like El Nino, like windy rain. It was just so crazy, that part. But in the Grammys, it was so lit. Such a great time. Good energy, good environment. I'm happy and thankful to be a part of the Recording Academy. And Harvey, the CEO, is a great person.
I know, I love it. So I've never been to a Grammys. I've been to tons of the parties, but I've never actually been to the actual ceremony. Who was your favorite person that you got to meet this year that you haven't met before?
Oh man, there's just so many. Everybody's awesome. Everybody.
You kind of have a country. You kind of have like a little country twang to your voice a little bit.
That I get that from Georgia.
Okay.
The southern hospitality.
Yeah, Georgia twangs a lot.
Yeah, because Georgia. Yes, it does. I love it. Okay, so let's go back from the movie. First of all, do you put any of your music in any of the movies that you've been in, or any of the like independent films?
I haven't did that yet. That's something I'm going to hopefully work on this year. Getting some sync placements and getting some film placements. That's something I definitely want to do, though. I'm open to it, definitely. Just don't know where to go about to get that done. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So then let's go back to the film thing, because I always like to ask people who are in the acting industry. And so first of all, bucket list. You've been in all kinds of movies. Bucket list, male and female actor that you would love to work with that you've never worked with before. And number two, if you could have ever been in any movie that's ever been made in history, what movie would you want to be in?
Oh wow, this is a tough one. I would love to. Man, this is a tough one because I'm in the acting. I would love to. I want to work with Mark Wahlberg. I think it would be awesome to work with Mark Wahlberg. I would also like to work with Matt Damon and Leonardo DiCaprio. They're all legendary actors to me. I think it would be great to work with them, as well as Robert De Niro. I think they'd be iconic.
What about a female? What's a female actress that you think would be like, oh my God? It doesn't have to be a love interest, just a female actress that you think would be fun to work with.
Just a female actress that'd be fun to work with. Probably like Jennifer Aniston or
Angelina Jolie.
He likes Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie's awesome. But I'm trying to think of the other one. Julia Roberts.
That's a good one for me, because Pretty Woman's one of my all-time favorite.
One of the toughest people to work with.
Yeah, they say she's tough to work with.
She is one tough bunny, Julia Roberts. You would regret it. Better you work with Angelina Jolie.
He also likes Angelina Jolie better.
Angelina's awesome. And what's the other one that I like? Begins with a C. Female, blonde hair.
Charlize Theron.
Oh.
Yeah, Charlize Theron.
That's mine. That's my favorite. Like, that's the one I would be like, oh my gosh.
I would work with her too.
She's awesome. I think Cameron Diaz is it seems like she's fun to work with as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think she's coming back now.
Coming back for where?
Well, Cameron Diaz took like years and years off. She's like married and she wasn't acting, but I think I read something that she's coming back now. You know, because she hasn't made a movie in many years. I love it. Okay, so what movie would you have liked to have been in if you could have ever been in any movie that's ever been made?
Ooh, this is so tough. There's just too many of them. There's just so many great movies. I mean, The Departed was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
The Departed. Good Will Hunting with Robin Williams. Oh my God.
That was a good movie too. I actually don't like the whole movie that much. I mean, I've seen the whole movie many times, but my favorite part is just when he's like doing the math thing and they're trying to figure out who solved it. You know,
how about oh man, this is just a tough one. It's just there's just so many legendary movies out there with brilliant actors. You know what I mean? It's just so many of them to choose from. You know what I mean? Because I grew up watching a lot of Mark Wahlberg. I grew up watching a lot of Leonardo DiCaprio, movies.
What's your favorite Mark Wahlberg movie?
My favorite Mark Wahlberg movie. I mean, Contraband was very good. Four Brothers. Yeah,
Four Brothers is good.
That was a good movie because it had different actors. You know, you had him, you had Tyrese, you had Andre 3000. So that was just.
I actually worked with Tyrese because Tyrese was in Too Fast, Too Furious. And I did the costume design, so I actually got to work with him. So it was very cool.
Yeah, I worked with him in Furious 7 and in Fast 8, and specifically I loved working with The Rock. I worked with him in 7 and 8. I did a scene where it was more featured, but it was like me when we were. I think Jason Statham was in a jail cell.
That's his favorite, is Jason Statham.
Yeah, I worked with Jason Statham. I worked with him multiple times, but on 8, I seen The Rock on 8 from working on 7, and I was actually acknowledged because his bodyguard was there. And I said, I want to go talk to him. His bodyguard put his hand. I was like, no. And I was like, but I worked with him. He's like, I tell you what, I'll go talk to him for you. And if he puts a thumbs up, you can go talk to him all you want. But if he doesn't, get the hell out of here.
Like, right. Jason?
No, The Rock.
Oh,
The Rock. So The Rock put his thumbs up, and he introduced me to his family.
That's awesome.
He's a good guy, man. Very good, hard worker, and he don't take no bullshit on a set. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, I love that.
Something happened on a set I don't want to talk about, but I would just tell you that he's not about games. You know what I mean? He's strictly about business and getting the job done.
You don't make $20 or $25 million a picture by putting up with games. So, all right, let's go back to music because we got like 4 minutes. So, the same question, instead of like who would you like to act with? Who would, if you were going to go on tour and you could go on tour with any artist, living or dead, who do you want to go on tour with?
I would say dead. I would say Michael Jackson. and Prince. That'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
amazing. As far as living, I think it'd be amazing to go on tour with like Justin Bieber. I think that'd be crazy. I would like to go on tour with man. There's just so many artists.
You like Kid Laroi? Like, I love Kid Laroi.
Kid Laroi, he's pretty cool. Yeah. Drake, Madonna. I think she's a legend. Taylor Swift, by far. I think Taylor Swift is a global superstar beyond recognition. I think that would be amazing to go on tour with her and even do a collab with her. I think that would be legendary. I think that working with pop artists, I seen that. I think that'd be
Something happened now.
There's another one. I think he's very, very talented. Coming from
Hang on one sec, because you're breaking up. I'm not sure what happened. We can't hear it, but say something. Just say hi or something. Let me see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It went away for a minute. So, all right. So basically, you guys, this is Lucky Harmon. He's in movies. He's got great music. His website is therealluckyharmon.com. His Instagram is therealluckyharmon. You want to follow him, look out for all the different things that he's got coming up. Do you have any movies coming up that you're going to be taping that you know of, or no?
I have some movies that I'm co-producing that I'm trying to find investors for. If that's something you know about, we can talk about that. But yeah, I do have some movies producing. Yep. Big stuff. A-list actors.
Good for you. So do we. We got that shit going on too, so it's fun. As a matter of fact, we got a movie going on with one of the people that you mentioned, but I can't mention it yet because it's not.
Well, that's what's up. Yeah, we got to get NDA. Yeah, we're gonna work. We'll have to get some NDAs, and I'll send you some stuff over, and we'll talk some business. And then also, as far as the music, you might see me opening for Drake on tour this year.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yes,
I love
sir.
What's a Drake?
Drake. It's like one of the most famous hip hop artists in the world.
It's not awesome. A place?
No. No, Drake's a person. That's okay. All right, so we want to thank you.
Lucky.
Yes, sir.
When you're 83, and if I'm still around, I'll ask you if you know who the people are that are popular. And you'll say, I never heard of them.
Where are you guys from? Are you guys from LA? Are you from Vegas, New York? Where are you from?
We live in Palm Springs. He's from New York. I'm from Florida.
Nice.
But we live in Palm Springs, California, but we're actually moving back to the East Coast, hopefully by the end of the year, back to New York.
Nice.
And then we'll be bi-coastal. We'll be bi-coastal and come back and forth.
So you'll be close to me.
Yeah. We basically, spend a lot of time because I've got 9 movies in development right now. And so once we start filming, we're going to be going all over the place because we're going to Portugal. We're going to Germany. We're going to Nevada, Georgia, Texas, and New Jersey. So we're going to be all over the place.
Wow. New Jersey. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. So it's that cool. So
good food in New Jersey.
We miss pizza and Chinese food because we don't have good pizza or Chinese
Jersey
food here.
Has good Italian food.
Yes, so I love Italian food. Absolutely.
In Jersey. It's not New York, but it's okay.
Right.
In the meantime, we want to thank you for coming on the show. Congratulations on all your success because we got 30 seconds left. Everybody follow Lucky. Check out all his stuff. We want to thank you. Good luck on the new song. I really like the new song a lot. Congratulations getting Lil Wayne. And we'll see you in social media.
Yep. Check me out on social media, guys. Follow me on my Spotify, Lucky Harmon, my YouTube, Lucky Harmon. Shout out to Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell for having me on the show today. This is great. I'm blessed. You guys are amazing. And hopefully we work together this year.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Lucky. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Take care.
Stay out of the rain.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning into the show.
I hope you enjoyed the interview with Rosa. She's just wonderful. I'm still starstruck by her, and I never get starstruck. I am just so happy that I did that interview. I never watch my interviews, by the way, but that one I'll watch.
All right. Guys, thanks so much.
Take care. We'll see you next week, and I hope I feel better.
Bye, you guys. Thanks so much. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix.
Yeah, we in the mix, it's another episode. Here we go, the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes, download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.